Bada bing, bada boom. Aha! I'm not encountering much issue. Alright, please stand by. Adjust some settings so I can hear. My sound system is chaotic. I don't have any rhyme or reason for this. Okay, I do have performance turned off. I was like BGM at half. Yeah, I do see your comments. Sometimes, not all the time, so sometimes I leave chat open on my phone. That's usually what I do in prep. Because PlayStation gets weird with the comments. It'll be like I'll see every other one. But yes, I see you, Hachi. You probably can't see yourself, but you appear in the, Oh, there you are. Alright, so Zuyaya is married to a cat boy this week. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready for the crossover? I'm so glad you guys are having a great time in chat. It appears right over here, kind of by where my chat is already in 14. This is also going to be, at least for right now, I think I'm pretty satisfied, but this will be Zuyaya's Dawn Trail look. Very pirate-ish, but still trying to keep with, like a Black Mage theme. It was kind of hard. I know when they introduced the multiple dyes on items, I might see about dyeing this piece a few colors, but I don't know if this outfit in particular is going to have a double dye feature on it, so... I don't know how to find the One Piece because I didn't read all 1,000 chapters of One Piece. I read back in the early 2000s the first 3 volumes of One Piece, and that's pretty much my knowledge of it. Oh, Clive. Neophyte Adventurer seeks the Warrior of Light. This quest is available for a limited time only. Oh, what sort of voice should this guy have? I'm gonna try to talk through this because I'm actually hydrated. I say as I take a sip of my drink. Forgive my boldness, but you are Zuyaya, are you not? I am nervous because I heard you set people on fire. Are you Zuyaya? What if I say no? Oh, my apologies. You look small and angry, and I assume anybody who's small and angry is Zuyaya. Even if you are the spitting image, I suppose it was naive of me to presume that you are indeed the living legend herself. I shall have to keep searching. Zuyaya's like, alright, that's the end of the quest, bye. It's like, oh no, somebody's looking for me. She's like, what do you want? I hope I get paid. Then my search is at an end. A begoggled gentleman tasked me to find you, you see. Why is this guy, like, so fucking nervous? Is it because you, like, just joined the game 4 days ago? With that outfit, you probably did. Wait, where is those pants from? Anyways. He tasked me to find you, you see, in hopes of entreating your aid with some matter he deigned not share with me, because I am not over my trial period yet. It's those, the white... look at this outfit for a minute. It's these blue and white, like, what... He has just this wrapped around his legs. Is this part of the boots, technically? The boots almost don't match. But this guy is the epitome of, I joined the game like a week ago and this is just the stuff I have. Pray remain here and I shall fetch him at once. And he runs away. Yep, he ran away. Greetings, champion. Is it Yoshi P? It's not Yoshi P, but Yoshi P. I don't even know. I can't even intimidate intimidate. I can't even do a Yoshi voice. 'Tis I who employed the young adventurer to facilitate this impromptu audience. My guy, you're always standing wherever handing me out really difficult quests. You can't just come up to me. As for the why, I have requested that you, and you alone, can fulfill. Pray listen well, for my tale begins with a most unsettling dream. See, I was like, what? You had a nightmare? In it did I behold the evening sky, boundless and shimmering. As I drank deep of its beauty, I spied 2 stars across the inky expanse. I was pulling for somebody in Genshin Impact. One of purest white, the other blushing scarlet. That's not a color you can pull in Genshin Impact. Their course is set such that it might pass without collision. Sharply and suddenly, the scarlet star shifted its trajectory. High above a burning landscape did its path intersect with that of the white star, their conjunction marked by a brilliant explosion of light. That's the weirdest pull, Yoshi. Who did you pull? Was this Arlecchino? Is this just, you know, are you in the beta? Even in slumber, I was awestruck by the spectacle. You're gonna be so mean. A lovely tale, but I fail to see what it has to do with me. So the guy's like, oh my god. Get to the fucking point. I do not wish to make any claims with certainty, and yet... Whatever greater meaning this vision might hold, I am convinced that the blazing white star represents the warrior of light. In other words, you. Zuyaya's like, I don't know the warrior of light. I don't know. And should these portents indeed foretell future events, you are thus fated to encounter the Scarlet Star, whomsoever they may be. So literally, Final Fantasy XIV Yoshi P comes up to me saying, I had a dream, you're gonna meet somebody who's red and strange. That's how this starts. So yeah, it's just like, I guess thanks for the heads up. I therefore humbly request that you accompany me to the burning land from my dream, that I might witness the vision's denouement. Man, that's a word I don't usually have to read out loud. I will compensate you for the trouble, of course. You guys, like, you should have started with that. Lead with that shit. Compensation. The question is, which territory in Eorzea might be considered burning, metaphorically or otherwise? So you guys like, oh god, that's a lot of places. I don't know. The whole entire world is on fire. Is it too on the nose if I answer Ifrit? The burning wall? Do I want to have the dumbass answer? Yeah, welcome stranger, come to my hell dimension. I'm gonna say the burning wall, because Zuyaya is very knowledgeable about Eastern Danaland, especially. She lived around there for a period of time. Ah, that cluster of immense crystal born of the 7th umbral calamity. Aye, it well resembles the sweeping scene from my dream. The first mystery is solved. We shall leave for Eastern Thanaland and the infamous burning wall at once. Okay, did I just manage to choose right, or could we, like, go anywhere? Like, I thought, you know, the bowl of embers would be, you know, would be it. I just chose right on the first go. It just... What do I do? I can just go there. When I'm on my own, I often take the scenic route. Like, I would literally just fly there from here. I just wouldn't even teleport. But I got time restraints, so... Torgal, I already saw you. Alright, what do we got? Titania Dragon Mount. Enjoy the music for a very brief moment. Oh, that's that why there's so many people. There's an S or A rank here. I won't have the shout chat on. I usually try not to when I'm streaming. So. Anyways, if you were here for our Binding Coil Bahamut stream, this will look familiar to you. It's part of the Allegan technology that I think has something to do with the plot. Can't remember, it's been so long now. I don't think there's an entrance to a Bahamut fight over here. Not really. I don't think... There's not really a Binding Coil entrance at this location for some reason. Oh gosh, where is he? I'm so glad we have flying, because back in the day, navigating this place was awful. Is he below? No, there's nothing. Yoshida, where are you? Oh, there he is. Wandering Minstrel. Your legal name, I guess. He's not called anything else other than Wandering Minstrel, but, he's a Yoshi PXP. The Burning Wall. An apt name indeed. So yeah, he's like, yeah, it looks like fire and it's a wall. It's said that these crystalline structures were formed when falling shards of Dalamud pierced the land's ethereal current. I'm glad you found Alpha and Omega. They're usually around here. They like to look at it. Over here are some golden fleece shaking their butts around here. Some see them as a symbol of rebirth, a manifestation of renewed life. So you guys, like, I see it as a symbol of when the sky fell down. That is neither here nor there. Let's have a look around, shall we? Spy glasses at the ready. So you guys, like, you just have... Now I got a headcanon that Zuyaya just has a spy glass on her, I guess. Survey your surroundings for anything out of the ordinary. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. So you guys, like, where did that voice come from? Where did it come from? It just came from the sky. Okay. So yeah, it's like, I see bullshit. Oh, you can... Is there anything funny in this? Like, when I got to throw rocks at Grahatia, I mean Crystal Xart. Sorry. He was totally not Grahatia the total time. Or the entire... Yeah, I have to imagine if Clive's around here, he's just like triggered by all these crystals, and he's just like Minecrafting this, but he doesn't have a pickaxe, so he's just punching it. Oh my gosh, am I just stupid? I thought... I was kind of looking intentionally in wrong spaces just to find anything interesting, but... Is it through this hole? You'd think, like, right here? Wait! See, I was like, there's a dead body over here! She's like, dead man, on the ground. Unusual discovery. Like, Warrior of Light doesn't find limp bodies on the ground all the time. Yeah, I was like, we do have flying mounts. We could just fly, whatever. We'll just take the long way. I love how he's just face planted in the ground like that. She's like, oh god, he's not actually dead. The mouth open, ugh. Where am I? Can't be happening. What's going on? I don't know how to do a Clive voice. Oh god, I can't do British voice. I just sound kind of racist if I try to do one. You're gonna have to have American Clive. A dream led you to me. I thought you were just pulling a Genshin Impact. I understand how absurd that may sound. I was indeed the one who wrote this quest anyways. We ourselves are unsure of what awaited us here. As for who we are, I am content to be known as the Minstrel because I cannot disclose my legal government name. This stalwart hero is Zuyaya Zuya. Please be careful, she will set you on fire. Oh, not that Clive would ever be worried about that. He's like, okay. Might we have the pleasure of your name? Clive. The last thing I remember was the ruins. Oh no, he's having PTSD already. I thought we were gonna have to warm up into this. My head. Where? How did I come to be in this place? I drank way too much at the after party with Sid. It would seem you were knocked senseless. Confusion is to be expected. For safety's sake, I suggest we make for town and have a frontisserie, I think that's how you say that, physician look over you. He means a doctor. This guy's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to figure out how to headcanon this. Clive doesn't know sign language. I shall see our patient receives proper treatment. Would you mind waiting for us at the Scholar's Walk? I'm just gonna headcanon Wandering Mistral can understand everything she signs. He's just gonna be like, yeah, I took many courses in sign language. It's like, why not? This guy is like, you know, Deus Ex Machina for everything. So yeah, it's like, how many times do I always have to wait by here? Our foundling, oh my gosh, what a word. Foundling, we're gonna call him Foundling from now on, is being cared for as we speak. But I'm told he should be released soon. The doctors are like, he got head problems. Give him some leeches and send him on his way. Hopefully it was not but a bite of food and a little rest couldn't cure. Oh my god, they didn't even give him leeches. They're like, I don't know, give him this bread, this Panera soup. Send him on his way. Oh no, Zuyaya is like, oh no, I've adopted another idiot. Why does this keep happening to me? Hey, music, yay! I love this soundtrack. It was kind of you to wait. Thank you. What of your condition? Did that Panera soup really do the trick? Much improved. The psychicer also noted no signs of injury or illness. Physicer? Read that as psychicer. He's like, you're funny people. My memories remain hazy. How did I end up here? I was just petting my dog, and then whatever I was doing, it was important. Like petting my dog. I'm sure of it. I must return as soon as possible. Let's see. He's like, I have... Wandering Minstrel's like, huh. I have no memory of writing that game. I totally do not know what the plot of Final Fantasy XVI is. We cannot leave him in this state. We must help him restore his memories and find his way home. So you guys like, why does this sound like every quest I've ever been on? I've had so many like this. What of this city, Clive? Do any parts of Old Daw strike you as familiar? He's like, no. This place looks like bullshit. He kind of almost looks Uncanny Valley next to everything else. No, maybe I've simply forgotten, but I recognize nothing. Not Ul'Dah, and then Zuyaya's like, of course he's not Ul'Dah, holy shit. Still, I should like to think that the sights and sounds of a well-known locale will hasten your recovery. Maybe Zuyaya can go on a wacky adventure with you. Zuyaya's like, no. The Burning Wall, the place where we found you, is situated midway between Ul'dah and Gridania. Perhaps a trip to the Twelves Wood is in order. Oh no, they gave Clive the forbidden lemonade. No, Clive, don't drink that. It has several times the recommended amount of caffeine. Gridania, you say? The name rings no bells. But I have no better suggestions. He's just like, I don't know. What else am I supposed to do? And you will take me there? So I was like, no, I hate Gridania. I hate that place. Jesus. It's like, at least they didn't ask me to go to Ishgard. It's like, Zuyaya, right now you own an apartment. And you live there. Meanwhile, I shall make the rounds of the neighboring settlements and ask if any have heard of you. This guy is just gonna go up to people and just be like, have you heard of a guy named Clive? He has big tits. Like, I mean, big tits. And everybody's like, no, I think I would have remembered that. Let us rendezvous in Gridania anon. Bye. So I was like, ugh, babysitting duty. He has no idea how much she does not want to go around because she, like, can't say anything. So he's just like, oh, I guess we're friends now. And she's just like, no. And he's like, I'm glad you agree. The entire situation has knocked me off balance, I'm afraid. So yeah, was it? I appreciate you coming to my rescue. Yeah, it's like, I just pointed out your limp body to the guy. He's like, wow, you're really humble. Still, you must have your own business to attend to. We can set out whenever you're ready. So I was like, well, at least he's considerate. I love this. So I was like, alright, bye! Clive is ready to travel to Gridania. Yeah, this entire shenanigans for, like, when they can't really communicate with each other, Clive's just gonna interpret everything Zuyaya says as, like, wow, we're really bonding, aren't we? She's just signing away, like, oh, I don't want to have any association with you whatsoever. And he's like, I'm glad you agree. Are we ready? Then let's head out. This Gridania, the minstrel mentioned. Is it far? Will we need mounts? Oh no! So I was like, oh, we'll just teleport via crystal. Oh, okay, we're going. Airship. PTSD. Airship. You have those? Not that I mean to doubt you do, friend. If you say we're boarding an airship, then that's what we'll do. Airship. See, I was like, maybe I should introduce you to Sid. Or maybe I really shouldn't. Airship. See, I was like, yeah, we'll just go to the damn crystal and have you attuned to it. And he was just like, ah! And she's like, okay, we need... You're going back to the doctors, and maybe they're gonna feed you some McDonald's this time. He has like a major PTSD episode, and the doctors are like, oh no, the charged lemonade from Panera didn't do much. Maybe we should get him a McGriddle. It's like, that's what breaks him. So yeah, if I may ask you a foolish question. So you guys like, that's already what's gonna come out of your mouth anyways, so go ahead. These airships of yours actually fly? So you guys like, oh my god, you dumbass. What? It's not called a ground ship. Foolish question indeed then. Your expression tells me such. See, I didn't even say anything to him for real, and she was just looking at him like, you fucking dumbass. He's like, oh yeah, I am a dumbass. Either one of these would probably be something she'd say. First time. It's like, do you only travel by chocobo? Or dog? I believe it will be. It's odd. I know that the weapon on my back is called a sword. Okay, she's like, oh, thank God you're at least that literate. I understand what it's for and how to wield it. You chop chicken nuggets with this, correct? So the guy's like, oh, yeah, sure. Foggy as my memories may be, my general knowledge seems intact. I know that this is called a boot, and you were called a small and angry. So the guy's like, I don't think he knows what Lalafell is. Yet, hearing you speak of functional airships, I felt confusion, disbelief, for something that you clearly think of as commonplace. And I've never heard of this Panera or charged lemonade either. Why isn't that a thing where I come from? I can make no sense of it. Where was I before now? Someplace worse and dystopian than here, and this is pretty dystopian, don't you think? And so you guys like, yeah, it sounds like wherever you're from is shit. But dwelling on this is pointless. Forward is only the way, as the Endwalker soundtrack says, right? So you guys like, have you played Endwalker? Forge ahead. So you guys like, okay, now you're really being weird. Airship. He arrives in Gridania and everybody's like, that is the biggest tits I've ever seen. Like, I fear that Elezen will look at this man and they're like, oh my god, I have never seen a Hyur with tits that big. And knowing the Elezen curse in this game, like, they all fall in love with Hyurs. So, they're gonna look at him and they're gonna... Somebody take Gidolo away from this place. Sanson, take your man. Throw him somewhere else. He's gonna be like, did you see that? To feel that bracing wind, the deck shuddering beneath your feet as you rise into the sky. My memory may be faulty, but that was an experience I'm sure I'm not soon to forget. So this is Gridania. Seems very unlike the city we just left. So yeah, he's like, yeah, this is the tree-hugging people. Oh, hello, Mr. Rogan, man. And there. So yeah, he's like, oh, that's my spouse over there. Just ignore him. He's mocking you with this smug aura with his tits out. Where to begin? I think it's best if I follow your lead. So yeah, he's like, oh no, Clive is now accompanying you. You can leave Clive behind by entering a different area or by speak. It's like I gotta immediately dump him. What do you say generically? This city certainly has a different feel to Ul'dah. Not only the architecture, but the people as well. So the guy is like, yeah, I know. Fucking hate this place. This is so fun. I went the wrong... Well, no, not really the wrong place. This is kind of where... So I was like, okay, look out here. There's a whole bunch of nothing. Talk to him over here. Get into the shiny circle. This tavern. It reminds me of somewhere I've been before. With someone I can't remember. And if I do, I might have a PTSD flashback. No, it's no use! I can feel the memory, but it's like grasping at smoke. But maybe if you were to show me somewhere else? See, I was like, oh my god, you sound like an NPC. See, So I was like, ugh, this means we have to go outside. Oh great, see, I was like, I got 2 men following me in the same outfit. A chocobo? Now, that's something I recognize. Yes. Yet it's more than that. I had my own chocobo once. I'm sure of it. And I'm pretty sure somebody did the quest so that they made sure to pick me up and didn't, you know, accidentally not do the quest and ran through the entire game. Clementine's not even watching this stream. Excuse me, Clementine. But as for when or the where... So you guys like, yeah, don't think too hard about it. That's what I'd say. Why drudge up any of that stuff? Man, I can only imagine, like, well-to-do, or what is it, good guy Warrior of Lights, being like, oh boy, I'm gonna help this man, and so you guys like, I don't want to help you. But the ones who are like, oh boy, I want to help this man, they make him remember terrible things. And Zuyaya is like, I tried to warn you. An impressive crystal. Not a mother crystal, surely? Zuyaya is like, don't approach that. No, not nearly large enough. When I try to remember, the fog in my head almost seems to grow thicker. Yeah, Alexander Clementine didn't do any of the side quests in the first playthrough of 16, so that also meant he never got anything that happened in a side quest, including the chocobo, which I think is a miraculous way to play the game, by the way. Yeah, he literally played it on Dark Souls mode, and honestly, it's refreshing to hear a playthrough like that. I'm like, you intentionally made it so hard. This is a truly beautiful place. So you guys like, yeah, it's fine. Uldal's better though, don't you think? You've been to both places. Uldal's cooler, right? Right? So yeah, it's like, I don't care. Have you remembered anything? We need to get on with this. Brief flashes of this and that, but nothing to suggest I've been here before. I just can't shake the strangest feeling that I need to destroy that crystal. So the guy's like, stop, don't go near it. People need that. As if it's too peaceful. That doesn't sit right. So the guy's like, maybe we need to leave Gridania. We need to leave immediately. Patrol reporting, Commander. All is quiet with the Xal. That's random. No sighting of Garuda. Garuda! She's like, no! Oh my god. For sale. Okay, this guy gives me war flashbacks because getting his damn triple triad card is... Zuyaya hates this guy. For which we are profoundly grateful. At ease, soldier. I don't know what has he ever spoken in the main plot? I think, yeah, he showed up in A Realm Reborn. Did he say Garuda? See, I was like, oh no, you guys are triggering him. Stop, shut up. Garuda. Oh no. So he was like, no, get out. You there. This Garuda you speak of. Airship. So I was like, don't mind him, he's just taking poison damage. sir, are you alright? You also can't have my triple triad card, by the way. And so Zuyaya's like, damn it, for sale? Zuyaya, do you know this gentleman? Zuyaya's like, no, no, I met him just today. He's not my friend, I'm not very closely associated with him. Memory loss, you say? Isn't that a lot of people in this game? I'm sorry to hear about that. Though it seems Garuda's name has triggered him very hard. So he's like, I know. Does Garuda have sex with everything in your world? And they're like, what? Like, she's really hot. I was in a battle with Garuda. I fought her. I'm sure of it. And she was extremely girl boss. Like, I was rooting for her, honestly. Please, you must tell me more. Anything that might help me remember my past. He's called Captain Stanfield. Oh, because you stand him. You stand for sale? Of course, Gridania owes a debt of gratitude to any who stood against that destructive fiend. He's like, I don't have you in the lists of people who've defeated Garuda, though. For sale, like, she is a girl boss, though, so you did get that part right. However, there's one more suited to the task than I. Our elder Seed Seer is well versed not only in primal lore, but also in the treatment of bodily afflictions. She is surely your best hope for recovery. I will send word ahead to the Stillglade Fane. Stand ready to escort our guests to an audience. Yes, Commander! Understood. He's just like, follow me! Pray find me at Nofika's altar in Old Gridania's. You guys like, why are you always shouting? And I will see that you are granted entry to the Lotus Den! Cut glass with his cheekbones. That's just how Elzen are. Oops, I forgot to talk with Clive. Too many people. The Lotus Den lies just ahead. If you would follow me, please. I'm just gonna give him a really weird voice. Greetings, honored guest. Oh man, I remember she has just like this voice like, hello, I am ready to cut a bitch. It's gotta measure each step out. So yeah, he's like, oh my gosh. Oh no, I've never had to pronounce his last name. Commander Julio. I believe that's not his last name. Julio. Now he sounds Spanish. Has... Oh no, wait, isn't Swa like Louis Swa? Julio? 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 Hoo-ha. 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 Has praised me of your friend's condition. Oh, this is why I can't get through most of Heavensward. Hulawa? Either way, his name sounds stupid. Freaking Elizabeth names. Commander has appraised me of your friend's condition. So the guy's like, why didn't you just cough? And she's like, what do you mean? I said his name. And she's like, you don't know how to pronounce his name either. This is he? Clive's like, why do you have such strange names? A pleasure to meet you. I am Kane Senna. Elder... I think it's Senna, right? Yeah, like the color. Elder Seedseer, Gridania. I heard you drink the charged lemonade. Please don't ever do that again. Ul'dah has strange customs. Zuyaya's like, you'll never last one day in the desert. She's only jealous because we've all fed each other poisoned when to have an immunity against all the rattlesnakes and bugs. Clive's like, you intentionally poisoned yourself? I thank you for your gracious welcome. I am Clive, I think. Though beyond that, I fear my introduction may be lacking. I have a sword. Like, he's very impressed that he remembers what sword means, so he's just like, yeah, sword, look, I have a sword. Please, concern yourself not with properties. Proprieties? She means honorifics, right? Tis your memory loss we are here to address. I am told Garuda's name awakened some previous recollection. I like that he mentioned an enemy of the state and immediately the government got involved. They were like, yes, you know Garuda? We need to investigate this. Yes. In the instant I heard it, a hazy vision of battle rose unbidden. I think perhaps if I could hear more of Garuda. Garuda! A wish easily granted. Now if you could just put your fingerprints into this booklet. So you guys like, you don't have to do that. I know your rights. God, I said it's like... We have to eliminate all terrorists. We have a no-tolerance policy with terrorists. Garuda is the deity revered by the Ixal, a people who once dwelled here in the Twelveswood, until we kicked them all out and told them to go live otherwhere, or in another place, so that we could hog up all of this spot. She appears as a winged enemy, half bird, half woman, half girl boss, who commands the wind itself. Most frightening, however, is her capricious temper, as unpredictable as a howling storm. You see what I did there? I mentioned her battle arena. You could say it was an howling eye. I should add that Zuyaya has fought against Garuda in her primal incarnation. And Zuyaya's like a lot of times, like way too many times, like far, far way too many times. Sometimes in an alternate reality. It's like alternate reality. A winged woman of volatile temperament, power over the wind. A fitting description of the opponent I remember. She was very big. Was yours very large? Did she try to like nom 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 you? But a deity? No, the will behind that monstrous visage was distinctly mortal. She was hot. Did I mention that? I suspect Clive's Garuda and Eorzean's Primal are not the one and the same. And that is not because I developed both games. I only know that because I asked somebody on the road, and they just told me the plot of Final Fantasy XVI. Mainly as Clive himself is not of our world. Who told you this? How did you figure this out? Explain yourself, minstrel. See, from one of the 14 shards, like, everybody now knows this. They're like, yeah, dimension hopping, that happens all the time. Clive's just like, what? 14 shards? What does that mean? So you guys like, don't, it'll start a whole entire story. I went back to where we discovered Clive and questioned folk in all the nearby settlements. Not one person recognized his description. Such a distinctive tattoo. That's what they're going to remember, is the tattoo. And not the tits. Not the tits. You're lying to me. The first thing they would have looked at is how big that chest is. Such a distinctive tattoo escaped the notice of every local rumor monger for moms around. And probable, to say the least. The couple in his tits, they would remember him for sure. That led me to consider another possibility. One consistent with past accounts I've heard of visitors from other worlds somehow stumbling through reality's curtain and finding their way to our star. Zuyaya would call bullshit on this, but she's like, you know what, this does happen enough in this world that it's always I don't even know why we just didn't immediately think of it when we found this half-dead guy on the ground. Like, we should always just have the possibility in our mind. My brand, it's the mark of a bear. No, that charged lemonade is kicking in. Clive, stay with us. Does it pain you to remember? I feel the memories trying to surface, but when I strain to recall, a piercing, ringing feels in my ears. That's your mental illness saying, stop, don't go here. Garuda, bearer, Ifrit. So you guys like, we call him Ifrit here, and he's like, that's wrong. Another primal's name. It would seem the pain has a less than tangible source. She's like, seems like primals, though he doesn't call them that. Long have I studied the healing arts, yet I sense no shadow of illness in your body. You have mental illness. Your suffering stems not from your injury nor sickness. Kane, just diagnose him with depression, Jesus. We don't believe in mental illness in Gridania. Victims of terrible events have been known to suppress their own memories out of instinct. Yeah, she's describing PTSD, and so you guys like, yeah, like, dude, I could have told you that. One subconscious denies attempts to confront the awful truth, the mind creating a shield of pain to protect the heart. But we do not know what mental illness is. It is a foreign concept to all of us. Barriers of my own making. How then am I to overcome it? Kane's like, I don't know. There's no therapist ever, anywhere. Would have solved a lot of issues and many of these plot points we've gone through, but we don't have that, so. With our aid, of course. That's when he pulls out his doctorate in psychology, and Zuyaya's like, what? He's like, I have been training to become the first therapist in Eorzea. Fate has brought us together, and together we shall triumph over this adversity. And Zuyaya is just like, oh, so we're doing this the anime way, where there is no mental illness. We're just gonna get this through the power of friendship? Okay, no therapy. Alright. That's Clive going, I wish I had therapy. Don't want the power of friendship, I just want therapy, please. So, you think me from another world? That came very natural to all of you. I'm very concerned about this world of yours. And my memories of said world are not like to return unless I acknowledge some terrible truth and don't get therapy. A truth my mind refuses to remember. Like, can we please get him therapy, please? We're gonna do Men will literally do anything other than get therapy. It is a confounding dilemma, I agree, and I have given thought to a solution. We're gonna go on an adventure! I believe that the shackles which bind your mind may yet be struck off in the heat of battle. We're gonna fucking fight. That's how we're gonna do this. No therapy. I'm gonna be laughing about this for ages. Zuyaya's like... Zuyaya keeps citing he needs therapy. He needs therapy over and over again. And they're like, what if we fought? What if we just duked it out? Just punched each other for a bit? A drastic measure, perhaps, especially when you're not at your best. We're literally going to do anything other than therapy. Which is why I turned to you, Zuyaya. Zuyaya's like, no. You are the twin to Clive's wandering star. She's like, you dreamt that. How do I know that's real? You said it came to you in a dream. Your involvement is no accident. She's like, you set this up. This could be all staged. The path I see is thick with thorns, but if you the will to walk it, then gird yourself for war and await me at the Apakalu Falls. So you guys like, what? So we're just gonna... Clive, what do you think about this? You have PTSD, and they're like, you know what? I know what you need to do. Go to this waterfall, and we're gonna go fight. Clive seems somewhat bemused. This minstrel has a plan, it seems. But he shares little beyond confusing metaphor. Clive's like, maybe I just need therapy. Still, I'm willing to indulge him if it means making progress. We're to meet him at Apakalu Falls, right? And where is that to be found? He's like, where am I? So he's like, oh my god. She's gonna walk him to the place and then beat his ass. Good. Not far then. Let's get on with it. Just, to admire someone's nice outfit. Oh. And then this Ellison. Okay. Enough distractions. Should I just... I'm just gonna run there. It's not worth it to take the little Aetheryte teleportation. It's probably not good to teleport with Aetherytes in front of Clive anyways. Yeah, Power Ranger Ellison, like... I think metallic green looks really great on that outfit. I just love a good Highlander here. Especially with that hairstyle. There's a lot of people here. Puppy. There's Sarah's favorite, the Piza, or as she calls it, the Piazza. I wish I like close. Alright. So yeah, like, I've done weirder things. I've also fought a goddess and for the approval of her dog. This place. Why here? Because it's meditative? We could just do a therapy session here. Because this waterfall is where the legendary Archon Louis Soir gathered a band of adventurers in the time of the 7th Umbral Calamity. Zuyaya's like, are we really gonna do a history lesson here? Like, does he need to know this? Oh. Their purpose? To extinguish the infernal Ifrit. We're gonna be using Ifrit! Ugh. Triggered. I'm gonna be saying Ifrit, because that's usually how it's pronounced anyways, but people say Ifrit in 14. Oh, this music. I know something is there, why can't I remember? Yeah, Clive's just like, wait, you didn't have one apocalypse, you had 7 of them, and you guys like, actually, we almost had 8, but you know, we're not gonna talk about that. Oh my gosh, I love this song so much. Go play Final Fantasy XVI. Clive recalled several words in the Elder Seedseer's presence, words which brought him pain. While the significance of bearer eludes me, everybody's like, I don't know what the hell that is. You guys like, you and I are more than familiar with the Freet. Oh man, can you imagine, like, Clive actually explained to Zuyaya, like, yeah, if you have magic, you become a slave, and she's just like, I'm sorry, what? She, like, hides her staff away, and she's just like, I literally can't do anything other than this. It's like, that's not true, you can wield a bow, and she's like, yeah, but I'm shite at it. Considering your reaction to the mere mention of the name, it is likely that the primal, or its equivalent in your world, which we have not gotten into, so the guy's like, you call them what? Is deeply connected to your condition. Thus have I resolved to weave my lyrical magics, I am a bard by the way, and bring you face to face with the Ifrit of our world. Yeah, I forgot about the turn to stone part. Zuyaya's like, what? Zuyaya would have already been turned to stone in the Final Fantasy XVI world. She would have just not even been in the game. Here, where Archon Louis Soir paved an ethereal path to the Primal's lair. 1.0 was weird, by the way, and Clive's like, I am barely following. Will my words be given substance? And within the vision which takes form, will you do battle with a phantom of our mind's creation? Zuyaya is like, I'm sorry, I thought your songs about the ultimate version of fights were just a metaphor. You mean this is real? Imaginary though this confrontation may be, I fear your suffering will be all too real. What? Why would we want to do this? Excuse me. Everything about this situation is batshit. Yet you must persevere, for your hidden truth will not be unearthed without hardship. Clive's just like, can we please do therapy? Why do we gotta do this instead? Take heart, Scarlet Star, and call upon the strength of your shining twin. Your past awaits. Clive's like, I don't think I want to do this. Oh boy. Where has he sent us? Sarah's like, I don't know. He sends me on ultimate quests all the time. I don't do well in them. She's like, I thought that wasn't real. But he said that the pain will be real. Everything else isn't real, but the pain will be, you know, thanks. You stand in the bowl of embers, the site where the Amalja summoned their patron deity. and the stage upon which the warrior of light became a slayer of gods. Zuyaya is like, ah yes, this was the moment my life went to shit. Her face, she was like, ah damn. Tis but convincing illusion, the body of recounted tale given breath by fanciful verse. The fire won't actually feel like fire. And Zuyaya is like, don't put your hand in it. No. Come forth, Lord of the Inferno. Is it not going? It's going to be FFXIV, right? Oh no, it's ours. It's our free. Clive's like, that doesn't quite look like it. Oh, don't get hit by 5 AoEs. I make no promises. I'm a black mage. An accurate simile, yet not quite the Ifrit you know. How do you... Yoshi P, you're breaking the fourth wall. We're like, we get it. You made Final Fantasy 16. Clive's like, how does he know all this shit? No. Not quite the same. I'm almost gonna make him sound like Batman by the end of the day. I'm gonna make my voice all gravelly, like, oh. Joker, don't do it. Oh, there we go. Zuyaya's like, what the fuck is that? Why is it sexier? Zuyaya's like, tell me why your primals are sexier. Tell me now. Why are they sexier? It's like, what the fuck? No, the PTSD is hitting too hard. Maybe we should have done therapy. His face. Like, ready when you are. She's just like, fucking toughen up. Nobody gets therapy here, so I didn't get therapy, and I turned out fine. Together then, with this small angry woman I barely know. Oh hell yeah, music! I love the soundtrack so much. Yeah, Zuyaya is totally one of those people like, you don't need therapy, I didn't have therapy, and I turned out fine. Ifrit. Oh, my sword! S-W-O-R, I remember how to spell it. That's the thing which killed Joshua. So I was like, who the fuck is Joshua? You're just name-dropping somebody I don't even know. Yes, I've been on its trail, seeking vengeance from my brother. So I was like, okay, like, that's weird to drop all of a sudden. This fiend must pay. Fight with me, Zuyaya. She's like, okay, it's just what I'm good for anyways. During this battle, you will gain access to special duty actions as follows. Oh gosh. So you guys like, hold on, I gotta read this ethereal image that's beaming into my mind. Use rising flames. I know that. I even know that symbol. Oh no, tooltips. These tooltips are... At first I thought this was going to summon a ghost image of Ardbert, and then I realized that's just a stand-in for Warrior of Light. But I'm like, Ardbert? What are you doing here? That would be wild if you just summon Ardbert and Clive's like, who the fuck was that? So you guys, like, it's a long story. Oh no, this is a lot. Okay, so we're gonna get dice countdown. Yeah, if you go too far into either Warrior of Light or Clive's story in this, they're both gonna look at each other like, what the actual fuck, though? She's like, I don't have any healing spells, you're on your own. Oh no, I have to be level 50 Black Mage. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Oops, I did too soon. Oh, I still, Zuyaya's like turn-based combat? What the hell? Oh. Counterattack. Bro, I make no promises. What if I just kinda... Woohoo! Alright. Yeah, it's like, this feels weird. I'm supposed to be a mage. Oh wait, I can kinda... Yeah. Oh, it does do a rush at you. So you guys like, bitch, you live like this? Clive's like, what do you mean? This is perfectly normal combat. Oh boy. So you guys like, I'm not helping you. Okay. Oh, what? So you guys like, I am not a tank. So I knew this was coming, okay. Just blocking with my little staff. Oops, too soon. Whatever. I need the dice. a little bit hard as a caster. It's like I'll either lose my stacks or, you know, dodge. Gotta time it right. Luckily I don't have my full rotation. Oops. Yep. That's new. Oh no! She is like, no! I'm like, that, she's very small, that foot is very big. I was like, where'd you learn that Phoenix wing trick? That sounds kind of cool, I want that. Yeah, I was like, I don't know, I almost got squished by a foot. Give me a minute. Oh, what is he doing now? Oh, she's like, oh, nailed. It's like, I've done this fight before. Oh, I should probably dodge those. I'm in 14 mode, not 16 mode. Is she gonna limit break? I was like, okay, that was kind of a weak ass limit break. Damn. Like, no shit. Before the Inferno. Them monster huntering this. You have to look at his movements and not the cast bar. Yeah, Clive, I'm gonna just stick to the dice. Zuyaya's gonna have this, just like a little bit of an rage. Oh, I finally got it right. Zuyaya's like, how about I land a fireball? Are we going to have to press L1, R1? I blamed another to spare myself the guilt. I'm Batman. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. Because I didn't go to therapy, I did this instead. But I accept the truth as of now. You are not a freak. I am. I my favorite song. Just dig, dig deeper. It's like, this is my theme song, Zuyaya. He's like, it's very simple lyrics. Zuyaya's just looking at this like, okay. Oh. Kaiju fight? Zuyaya is looking at this going, you know, maybe this was worth it. This is kind of cool. Oh, it's over already. Fanfare? It's like, okay, that happened. So like, maybe therapy isn't the answer. Maybe this is all you need to do, is just fight a kaiju version of yourself. In the battle against your own mind, it seems you have emerged the victor. You're going a little bit fast. Intriguing. We're gonna find out that Yoshi P's like the true final boss of this game. And we're like, what the hell? She's like, what the fuck is happening? Who's this dog? We don't even get a bark. Just a silent bark. So you guys like, oh, he's also mute. Okay. Mute dog. I like it. From Zuyaya's perspective, that dog just showing up out of nowhere, she's just like, what's going on? What is this? The dog's gone now? The illusion is unraveled. Yet you've brought a friend back with you. Torgal! So he was like, I'm gonna write it. He's like, don't write my dog. She's like, I'm gonna write it. This is Torgal, a wolf pup raised in the duchy. There's no more loyal ally in battle, and no keener guide when the road ahead is uncertain. He's like, you guys are right, I no longer need therapy, I just need to pet my dog. Ah, that would explain the aberration in the lingering ether. Torgal is here to lead you back to your own world. Torgal's so good at being a guide dog, he's just like, bruh, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm gonna lead you back to your own world. Torgal can literally un-isekai you. Clive has embraced his harrowing past, and in doing so reclaimed the memories he lost. Though not a conscious act, he has manifested his readiness to return home in the form of a trusted companion. Clive is gonna wake up and turn to Jill like, I had the most bonkers dream. There was a small purple lady, and she was always angry at something. Even so, it was difficult to accept what I'd done. He just, like, trauma dumps the entire, like, part of the demo. Where you just kill Joshua. He just trauma dumps that onto Zuyaya and then leaves. Is that what's gonna happen? Zuyaya's like, I never want to go through this again. Oh my god, this is really what's gonna happen. My younger brother, Joshua, was a kind, gifted soul. and I smashed his little body into the ground. The inheritor of the Phoenix Flames. He was destined to become Archduke, as our father had before him. But Joshua was murdered. His bright future cut short. From that day onwards, I lived for one purpose alone. The dominant of fire had slain my brother. That's when Zuyaya's like, a what? I'm sorry, a what? She's just blinking. Dominant fire had slain my brother, and I would have my revenge. And Zuyaya's like, I have a guy that you should talk to. I spent years tracking the killer, until one day, I came to understand it had been me all along. They're like, you murdered your brother? Holy shit. I was young and distraught when I first summoned Ifrit. I hadn't known such power lurked within me, or that it could even exist at all. The transformation was instinctive, uncontrolled. It was by my hand that Joshua died. I, smashed him over and over into the ground, pummeled him. So I was like, dude, you need therapy. She's like, whatever we just did is not enough. You need to go to therapy. I can't but imagine the anguish this caused you. Who would write a story right? Who would develop a game where somebody would just murder their brother? There was anguish, yes, and a guilt I will never escape. But I cannot let it stop me. I was born the vessel for Ifrit's power, and I need to know why. It was in search of answers that I went to Phoenix Gate and delved into the ruins below. There I found the courage to face my past and accept the truth. And then everything faded to black. They isekai'd him from that pivotal moment in 16. He really is gonna wake up next to Jill and be like, what the fuck just happened? Your tale suggests that something in the ruins, some mysterious force, was responsible for your inadvertent journey. And if you arrived in Eorzea from a place sacred to the Phoenix and its flames, then it stands to reason. Yes? What are you thinking? Don't just trail off like that. I am thinking that you see home. I am thinking that to see you home, then we must return you to the beginning. Our road takes us back to the burning wall. So yeah, it's like, so we could have just gone back there this entire time. We should have never even left. Once there, your furry comrade will lead us exactly where we need to go. So yeah, it's like, I guess we need the dog. So yeah, I was like, thank you for the trauma dumping. Let's take you back. Immediately. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, I have my umbrella out. She's like, alright, back to this shit. Yeah, I was like, this is really not how I plan to spend my Wednesday. Helping a man overcome, deep, deep trauma by fighting Ifrit. So yeah, I was like, I doubt this really solves anything, honestly. The dog is cool, though. We're just, ignore the Halloween music. We're on our broom. It's appropriate for her. I like how smooth this ride is, too. But the music is, music's not appropriate for this moment. Tor Torgal! Oh, we gotta really go back to the beginning. I wanna talk to the dog. She's like, I don't know about you, Clive, but I don't regret meeting Torgal. Such an incredible sight. I was in no state to appreciate these crystals. So I was like, I don't think it was a good idea for you to recognize these crystals. We've come this far. Now Torgal will be our guide. I like that he's just like... He actually is just talking out of his ass. He has no idea. He's just like, I hope the dog knows what to do. Yeah. Such was the purpose of his creation, after all. You're very confident about all of this stuff that sounds like a shot in the dark. Ready, Torgal? Take me home. And then, like, Torgal doesn't do anything, and they're like, oh, well, shit. That wasn't the answer? Well, crap, what do we do now? Bark! Okay, he is a magical girl dog, you're right. Oh. You know, if somebody were to tell me that the Wandering Minstrel was going to be a character that follows me around... Wait, I just realized his outfit is kind of like Joshua's. And he has short ginger hair. Okay. Wait, can I talk to them? Oh my gosh. Don't mind me. Keep an eye on Torgal. Don't mind me and the Doblin that's right next to me. Wow, this is... It's really strange to be talking to the Wandering Minstrel outside of him handing out quests to you. Or, you know, the Rising event. A brief fellowship formed beneath the wings of the phoenix. 'Tis worthy of a poem itself. He's like, I'm a bard. Yeah, I just realized the Wandering Minstrel is, giving some vibes here. Torgal's like, what are you so hung up on? Jesus. So keep up. Yeah, if you squint your eyes, it's almost like having Joshua and Clive with you, with Torgal in the lead. Torgal just leads us to a place where there's like some bones for him to chew on, and then we're just like, okay. He was just leading us to treats. Is this it, boy? He's like, yes, treats. The tale ends where it began. Where you first found me? Well, I mean, this wasn't exactly where we found you, right? Indeed. I was baffled as to why this, of all places, would serve as a junction between our two worlds, but now I think that I understand. There's all this fucking corrupted crystal everywhere giving off energy. See, I was like, I could have told you that. Some years ago, Eorzea was visited by a cataclysmic disaster known as the Seventh Umbral Calamity. I was like, yeah, you fucking had 7 apocalypse? Yet, even as the fire and the ruin threatened all that we held dear, the world underwent a mystical renewal. 'Twas as if the star was reborn. My team and I reworked the servers so fucking hard, and it's like getting to fourth wall. Our theory attributes the miracle to a benevolent entity. A man named Yoshi P. claiming that the undying phoenix flared into being to save us in our hour of direst need. So yeah, he's talking about Grandpa Jesus, and Clive's like, Grandpa Jesus? It's like, even more confused. The Phoenix. Joshua. He's alive in this world? He's like, we don't know, it was Louis Swalk. He's an old elf. The burning wall itself is a scar left by those events. Its crystal ridges having erupted from the earth overnight. Some believe these monoliths of solidified flame to be proof of the Phoenix's deliverance. Bond with your brother, the Phoenix of your world, may have been the connection which brought you to this sacred place in ours. So I was like, I guess that makes sense, yeah. Drawn to the flame. It's getting very poetic. So I was like, oh, thank God, he's gonna go home. Goodbye! Torgal's like, I still want my treats. Seems our time together is at an end. Thank you both for all you've done. I still wish we could have done therapy. So I was like, yeah, I know. So I was like, goodbye. Go. And yours as well. You don't seem the type to stand still. She was like, against my will. He looks at her outfit. You look like you're gonna be on a boat. She's like, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Come, Torgal. We have answers to seek, and Valencia awaits. Oh, have nice. See, I was like, that dog was totally going for style points. That was on purpose. She's like, that was a cool style, though. She's smiling because she's like, that was cool. And then he was gone. Eorzea will miss his tits so badly. Like, everybody in Eorzea is like, I feel like we just lost something. Something huge. Like, Amric's even writing at his desk in Ishgard, and he's just like, oh. A loss. I feel the stirrings of a ballad. No. So he's like, no. No, we're not doing a concert here. But, nay. 'Twould be hubris to imagine I could capture Clive's story from so fleeting an excerpt. He was here for 5 minutes. We only did the demo. He's like, you've only done the demo, Zuyaya. That honor belongs to someone else. Someone privileged to see his tale to its conclusion. Someone like you, who has bought Final Fantasy 16, right? Zuyaya's like, yeah, I did play the game. Sadly, the power to peer into other worlds was not granted me by this day's miracle. Can't sing about it, but you can play the game. Buy Final Fantasy 16. I wonder if you might... See, I was like, it's in my library. Go check out my profile on PlayStation Network. I've completed it. She's like, yeah. Just blinking like, I fucking hate you. That's that look. She's just blinking up at him like, oh my god, I fucking shut up. Our little adventure is over, set in motion as it was by a dream most cryptic. Zuyaya is like, just finish your Genshin Impact poll. Oh my god, you could have had Arlecchino by now. I must thank you for indulging in my sudden and strange request. As for your promised reward, I hope this will be sufficient. She was expecting gold and he just dumps a dog into her lap and she's just like, I guess this will do. Torgal proved such a trustworthy guide that I thought to bind his likeness into a summoning whistle. So I was like, you can just do that? You can just... I feel like we just copyrighted and infringed this guy's dog. I didn't know you could just be like, hey, I like that dog over there. I'm gonna just put it into this whistle. May his loyal spirit serve you well on your travels. Until we meet again. Yes, you guys just like, wait a minute, you took one look at that dog and then you just summoned his likeness into a whistle? Like, I thought it would be more involved in that. Oh yeah. Found the flame. Alright. Well, first. Zuyaya is immediately like, okay, give me the dog. Mount guide. Oh, I definitely need the equestrian rolls. Looks like I'm going to the gold saucer for a bit. Oh yeah, I forgot about Petey. The Little Lady's Day in Hatching Tide was interesting, but I am not excited for this kind of mount. I wanted to show this off first, but terrifying, and then you put a flower crown on it. Okay. Yeah. There's a reason why I hadn't flown that mount yet. I have too many new mounts. I still never flown the UFO. There's Torgal, right there. Oh my gosh, it plays. Yeah, it's like, I took your dog and I made it fly. The music... Can I pet him while flying? No. I wanted to listen to the music. Oh. They really know how to cater to us. See, in this case, I'm glad I'm a Lalafell because Zuyaya like weighs a handful of grapes, so I don't really feel like I'm breaking Torgal's back. But if I was a Hrothgar, I'd feel like so guilty all the time. I listened to this song on repeat after finishing Final Fantasy 16. It didn't help that it was one of the few songs that was on Spotify, so I was like smashing the repeat on it. I don't think they have the full 16 soundtrack on Spotify yet. Yeah, I wish Clive came back and he's like, you made the dog fly? Why? Yeah, I was like, that's what we always do with every mount. We make it fly. No matter what it is, it gets to fly. Doesn't matter that it's a wolf dog, it gets to fly. It looks like he's having fun. Clive's like, he is having fun though. Using this as an excuse to listen to the music. Oh, Torgal, I know where we can end this. Let's go to Minfilia's grave. Torgal's just sitting there like, I have no idea who this person is. Is it here or is it further on down? So I was like, oh shit, I forgot which one is hers. I don't think it's interactable, is it? I remember it being like right here. Is this her? Which grave is Minfilia's grave? I want to show the dog her grave. Also, this dead body has been here for like 1,000,000 years. They have not buried this man. He's just always gonna be laying there. Ilkum. This guy has also been on the ground, just not being... Y'all need to bury your people. I remember where we buried the mass grave of bodies into just one plot right here. From when the, Waking Sands was raided. And they were like, yeah, just dump them all up here. Because, like, this is where we buried, like, 14 bodies in one plot. Yeah, I don't think Minfilia's grave is interactable, but I'm thinking it's gotta be... Wait. Is it this one? The one that's on its own over here? I'm gonna say it's this one. I think this is the one that... It's like, here we go, Torgal. Here lies Minfilia. You know, this does look like it... You're ruining the moment here! We're trying to be peaceful, solemn morning, and you come up here with the fucking Manderville UFO.